Welcome to my channel, Level Headed with Levi T. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and set the bell notification to all. Please also share this. Let's get into it.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub, yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all up, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff, yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple the flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack, the frustrated hit back. Yeah, we move fast. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. It's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt here, man, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go.
Hello, hello, hello. I'd stop in here and say hello to everybody. Hello, Jody. Hello, Kelly. Hello, High Priestess Angelique. Probably said that all wrong. Hello. Welcome in. We're going to get started here. I am going to, Cardigan, hello. I'm going to get rolling on this one. This is going to be kind of just a little glimpse, and then I'm going to break this one down for us tomorrow as I do some research tonight. I just wanted to show a little bit, and then we can go over it again. Hi, Priestess and Angelique. Angelica. Angelique. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but hello, TX Jen. This is something's not right here in this one. And I want to go over the press conference just a little bit here. This won't be a long drawn out live. It's just to touch on it a little bit here. I need to go back through and look at all the information. As I know that other creators are going to get ready to cover this one. So I'm going to get ready, and I'll probably be on their panel to go over this one. It doesn't make sense to me. So when I see something that doesn't make sense to me, that's when I see an issue with something. As I do logical thinking, and then take the logical thinking and use it to best decipher through what is correct and what's not correct. And I think I'm lagging a little bit. Turn on my chat here real quick. Justice Jeannie, hello. Hello, everybody. All right. We're going to get into it here. So if you don't know, pause this. What happened to Sean? This is a sad case here. 12-year-old boys. I'm just going to say it right now. Trigger warning for anybody that's watching this. And if you can't handle it, I understand. Take a break. Step away for a minute. I just want to go over this. I'm going to cover the press conference. I don't see. I don't know. I need to do my research on this one. I was told there's no foul play ever in this county's background, so I don't know what's going on here. We need to figure this out. What happened? 12-year-old Sean. This is trigger warning. Definitely for everybody. So if you're coming in here, trigger warning now. The death of a 12-year-old boy in Yorktown in April is raising questions in the community. SeanDaugherty was a sixth grader, loved his family, swimming and playing video games, according to Jared and Ramona Rivas, Sean's stepfather and mother. He loved to read, and he could read a lot faster than I can. He was just an average person. He was great in school, and the teachers loved him, Jared said. According to authorities, on April 14, 2022, Sean was found in the backyard of Yorktown's home, hanging from a swing set. And I said trigger warning. Anybody here that can't handle this, please step away for a minute. According to the autopsy report from the officer of the chief medical examiner, Sean was suspended from a shoelace-type string with a bag over his head and his arms secured by his sides with a belt. He was found wearing his stepfather's clothes, shoeless with no glasses on. His stepfather and mother tell News 3 how he was found are just the first of many questions. He was watching his 2-year-old brother. He loved him so much, he would never leave him. He was reading his book that he just checked out from a library that day. He did his homework and submitted for the next day. He took out a snack that he never ate. He started to take out the garbage that he never finished. So these are all strange things. Jared said that they continued 17 things that were out of place that day. We lost our son. We have these hundreds and hundreds of unanswered questions that should have been answered by now, Jared said. One of the documents News 3 obtained, the ER doctor wrote that Sean had a history of suicidal ideations. However, in the autopsy report, the medical examiner said no known history of depression or suicidality. Another section states no note was found, but notated police are investigating the possibility of bullying at school. The Rivas family said there was one instance of bullying in December of 2021. They told News 3 that even with the incident, Sean was not struggling mentally. The conclusion of the autopsy report ruled the cause a matter of death of a hanging suicide. And trigger warning. This is sad. Trigger warning, everybody coming in. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Those are the stop signs. Apparently appeared happy, then prepared a snack, began his chores, then boom. Yeah. And trigger warning for anybody here, trigger warning. We went to the voice. We want to be the voice for Sean. That's more important than us being listened to. Is Sean being listened to? Because if he was sitting here, he would tell you the same thing. I didn't do this. I loved life, Jared said. Rivas family has created a social media campaign that's quickly growing in the community. Yard signs reading what happened to Sean are popping up all over the peninsula. We believe someone saw something. There was a crew next door mowing grass in the backyard when this happened during the same time it happened, Jared said. Sean's parents say all they want are answers and for another agency to re-examine the case. We want to make sure that whoever did this to Sean is going to not do this to someone else. Jared said. News 3 reached out to York Sheriff's Office for a statement regarding the case. They said it's been a long-standing policy of York Sheriff's Office to not release public information relating a case of suicide. Trigger warning: suicide, especially in the case with child victims. We do anything within our power to preserve the privacy of the grieving family and the child. We take these matters very seriously. I will get into the press conference, which is right here. Please stay only if you are comfortable. If just trigger warning. We're going to talk about this as this doesn't make sense at all. If you're not comfortable, please don't stay. I'm going to play the press release here real quick, and then we're going to get into some discussion on this tomorrow. I have to sneeze, so hold on one second. Okay, that didn't work too well. I'm going to play this thing here. I'm going to leave it into our thoughts for the evening as we listen to this little press conference here. And then I'm going to do some digging on this case. We're going to find out what's going on this one. And it's one that I'm going to follow a little bit here. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to mute out. We're going to play this press conference.
Recent statements have caused concern in the community that the death of a 12-year-old on April the 14th, 2022 has not been fully investigated by the Sheriff's Office and that there may be a killer in our area that poses a threat. Nothing could be further from the truth. It has been the long-standing policy of the York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office to not release information relating to cases of suicide, particularly those cases that involve children. We do everything within our power to preserve the privacy of the grieving family. We take these matters very seriously, evaluate all evidence, and consider all possibilities. The York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office is aware of a recent social media site created to provide the public with theories surrounding the death of this 12-year-old. Much of the information being posted to this social media site is opinion, innuendo, and fabrication, which is not consistent with the evidence that was collected by Sheriff's Office investigators during their investigation. Once that evidence was collected, it was submitted to the Department of Forensic Science for evaluation and later to the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. By law in Virginia, it is the Chief Medical Examiner's responsibility to determine the manner and cause of death which they, the Chief Medical Examiner's Office, determined to be a suicide. In addition, the Sheriff's Office met with the family on multiple occasions and gave them the opportunity to discuss this investigation. Additionally, an offer was made to have a group meeting after the findings of the Chief Medical Examiner's Office that would include the family, members of the York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office, and the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. As of this date, the family has not expressed interest in scheduling the meeting. Instead, they chose to post this video publicly. There were several key points that were made in this video that the Sheriff's Office will address. First, in the video, the mother said, "They have told me a few times that they really don't know how to investigate this kind of murder case because it's really complicated." The implication being we, the York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office. That statement is absolutely not true and was never made to this mother. Our investigators are recognized in the Hampton Roads area as professional, caring, competent major crimes investigators. They have investigated and solved numerous cases that include homicides, suicides, rapes, and robberies. They have several decades of investigative experience within the division. The investigation divisions consist of graduates of the Virginia Forensic Science Academy, which has certified them as crime scene experts. Along with processing the scene and interviewing witnesses and the family, investigators interviewed a significant number of people to include surrounding neighbors, lawn care personnel, school officials, friends of the 12-year-old, and other community members. The results of these initial interviews did not identify any potential suspects. Also, during the course of this investigation, the family provided information on individuals they believe may be involved in the case. Their suspicions were based on people that they merely believed to be in the area at the time of the incident. These individuals were all located, interviewed, and ruled out as persons of interest by Sheriff's Office investigators. The evidence collected and documentation shows many discrepancies in the version that was put forth on the family's page. The videos and photos you see on their social media site are not from the actual scene. They have been fabricated. First, the video of the man walking in front of their house is from 1 month after the incident, not the day of the incident. 2, the blood spatter image depicted in the video was not from the scene. However, we went back to the home on May 20th, 2022 at the request of the family. During that visit, the mother pointed out a red stain on the wall in the upstairs area of the home. Investigators photographed that stain on that date. Later, investigators reviewed the photographs that were taken on April the 14th, 2022, the day of the tragedy, and that stain was not present on that wall on April the 14th, 2022. In the mother's video, she states that her 2-year-old child witnessed the events that occurred in the house. During a recorded interview on April the 14th, 2022, between the mother and Sheriff's Office investigators, she stated when she left the house that afternoon to take her mother to an appointment, the child was asleep. When she returned home after the tragedy had been discovered, she is quoted as saying to the Sheriff's Office investigator, quote, "Thank God he was still asleep," meaning the 2-year-old. The information that she stated in her video about the 2-year-old has never been disclosed to the Sheriff's Office. In the mother's video, she states there was mud in the backyard, even refers to it as swampy. And she noted that there was no dirt on the 12-year-old's feet. Images from the day of the incident on April the 14th show that the grass was not wet and the yard was not swampy. There have been many statements on this website regarding the alleged staging of the scene. The photo of the backyard displayed on the social media site shows a swing set and a chair. It's important to note that the swings that are wrapped over the top post of the swing set and the chair were moved by York County Fire and Life Safety personnel in order to create enough space to render life-saving measures. The chair was moved from its original location under the swing by Fire and Life Safety personnel, where the 12-year-old was hanging, to the front of the swing set, and the swings were moved to provide workspace. Our investigation determined that the chair was originally located on the deck at the rear of the home and was moved to the swing set area. Also, during the course of our investigation, DNA samples were collected from the cord that the 12-year-old was found suspended from. This cord was not a shoestring. It came from a motorcycle helmet bag that belonged to the stepfather that had been previously located in the garage. The 12-year-old's DNA was the only DNA found on this cord. Specifically, the DNA swabs were taken from the knot placed in that cord, and the only DNA on that knot belonged to the 12-year-old. In the video,
I just want to say, everybody coming in here, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you need to step away, step away. I'm doing this for research purposes. I'm gonna dig into this case. It's something that's caught my eye for a while now. I've struggled with actually showing it, actually covering it. I'm going to cover this portion by what the police say. I'm going to sit on it overnight, and then we will definitely go into depth in this case at some point. Hold on here. I'm going to pin this to the top so anybody that comes in, it's the trigger warning as the message there. I'm going to leave this on the screen, and thank you everybody that's coming in. This is one that I want to dig into further, but I need to hear what this police thing has to say in full in order to understand which way to this case has lots of questions. Yes, it does. And I definitely want to get and dig in more. And if somebody needs to step away from this one, I understand, as everybody deals with these differently. And it is trigger warning. This is for 18 and older. And we'll go from there. Let me turn this back on. Don't forget to hit the like. Let's turn this back on. Discussion about children. Please stay only if you're comfortable. I'm going to leave that up. Okay. We're going to go back to watching the rest of this.
So there's an allegation that members of the YPSO, the York Pocosin Sheriff's Office, washed blood from the 12-year-old. At no point did any member of the Sheriff's Office clean or remove any blood from the scene or the child. At the hospital, investigators placed bags over the 12-year-old's hands prior to him being transported to the medical examiner's office. This is common practice to prevent the loss of any potential trace evidence. Based on the fact that the family was telling us that neighbors had information that they were providing to the family about possible suspects, our investigators went back to interview those neighbors, and none provided any additional information or new investigative leads. There is a statement in the mother's video about the unusual location of the 12-year-old's underwear. The clothing that the 12-year-old was wearing when he was located that day belonged to his stepfather, to include the stepfather's shirt, pants, belt, and stepfather's underwear. The 12-year-old's underwear were found in the same room where his stepfather's clothes were kept. In the video, the mother states that someone from the York Pocosin Sheriff's Office sent her a text that stated, quote, "Time to move on." To our knowledge, that statement was never made. We have done some research and have not been able to locate a text message telling the family to move on. The only text similar to this was a text between the investigator and the mother, where the mother states to the investigator, quote, "It is time to heal." Several theories were presented to the Sheriff's Office investigators by the family. The first theory provided to the family about what happened that day stated that they believed that this was a burglary, and during the burglary, their 12-year-old was sexually assaulted and murdered. However, Sheriff's Office investigators found no evidence of an intruder, and laboratory and medical evaluations of forensic evidence sent to the laboratory found no signs of sexual assault. The second theory presented by the family was that this was carried out as a military-type operation directed at them, the family, due to their rank in the United States Air Force. And finally, they identified 3 different people based solely on speculation that they frequented the neighborhood. All 3 of these people were located, and Sheriff's Office investigators eliminated them as persons of interest in this incident. We did not address every inconsistency or fabrication from the social media site. We conducted a thorough, professional, and exhaustive investigation. There is nothing whatsoever to indicate that there is a killer in our community. As I stated at the beginning of this video, it is our policy not to discuss these issues in public, particularly when they involve children. However, the social media site has caused great concern within our community. We still extend an invitation to the family to meet with members of this agency and the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner to discuss the results of the autopsy and our investigation.
So there we have it. That's my first time that I watched this video. I'm not saying that, Steve Veggerl, I agree with you. So you are going to imagine the way he presented, and you are going to say, no way. The actions taken to accomplish X cannot be done interchangeable. No way. I back the blue, but not adding up, in my opinion. I agree with you. Something's not right here. They're protecting somebody, maybe. I agree 100% that it could be another child. I don't know if there's other children in the neighborhood. I don't know. Both are LT transferring to the Pentagon. Intelligence officers stationed at the weapons station, I have heard. Interesting. I just with the way that this happened, I cautioned myself in doing this, and I said it's something that needs to be put out there into the community of true crime. I did see a couple other people covering it. I do know that it's trigger warning. I do know that some of the stuff is going to be gruesome. But I do cover missing people, and I do cover true crime people. And this one is kind of interesting to me. Yeah. So I have to dig into it still. I do know that I need to take all the evidence in that's found on social media and some that the police showed, which is facts or not facts. We need to conform our consensus of what's going on here and back up with facts. The facts from law enforcement are going to be hard to compile, as they just showed them there. And then I need to go back and look to see what the other evidence is that was being turned in and what's going on here. People said there were workers in the area that day. Yeah, they said that they interviewed them. Like next door, I recall. Yeah, there is people next door. Where does the bio dad live? Good question. He was outside in the middle of the day like he was being displayed for a reason. Yeah, and I don't understand why he was being displayed with his stepfather's clothes on. I don't get that. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense. Maybe put your request in for reports. It is a closed case currently, so they should provide them for you, I would think. I think so. I don't know. I have somebody in the background already working on that to get some of the documents. Why did he leave? Why did he have adult clothes? I don't know. Those are questions that I ask. So why would he put on his stepfather's clothes? Is somebody displaying him in those clothes for a reason? I don't know. Doesn't add up. There's a thing called gloves, and I think O.J. Simpson wore gloves, and there was no anything on any of the murder weapon or anything. So this could be a case where somebody wore gloves as well. And DNA on the rope and stuff. I mean, they could have rubbed it on the kid's body someplace and had no DNA of anything else. Chasing put a request in. The more, the better to give this case attention, in my opinion. Agree. And I think that this one, as a community here, as a true crime community, the ones that aren't trauma, the ones that aren't causing drama in cases, I would like to have an intelligent conversation and open up my panel with them as well in the next upcoming days, as I do have a couple other channels that are reviewing over this case. I wanted to bring it in to my viewers here, and I would like to go on to some other true crime creators panels, and let's put things together and let's see what we can do, what is beneficial and what's not beneficial. I just don't think with a belt around your arms this way, that doesn't make any sense, because that's to hold your arms down so you can't take off the thing that's on your head. And that doesn't make any sense how he would be able to do that to himself, in my honest opinion. And I'm going to get into more of this case. I don't know all the facts yet. I need to go back and look, read the news articles. It's from April. I wasn't doing my own. The arms were in such a position. Yeah. Didn't LDU say they saw no blood, but the mother said there was. The blood was likely from trying to get an IV line, and the blood ran down the arm and hand. I don't know. I just know that there's a lot of inconsistencies in this one. And I don't know. It's just a shame. Prayers to the family. I don't know what else to say here. I'm definitely going to dig in on it, and would definitely encourage other true crime creators to take a look at this one, as I'd like to have intelligent conversations with, you can't put a hood on with a belt around arms, and you can't put the belt on with eyes covered by hood, no glasses. 100% correct. That's why none of this adds up. And I just, something doesn't make sense here. And without bringing awareness to what's going on here, and I'm not saying that the police are guilty. I mean, based on the evidence that they have, is why they're coming to the basis of their decision in the case. And maybe that's all the facts that they have. Maybe there's more to it that they don't know. And like somebody said earlier, are they protecting somebody? I don't know. I was speaking to another creator. They wanted me to look at another case. It's another big creator. Wanted me to look at another case. I asked them about this case, and I said, I'll take a look at the case that they're covering. And then they were looking into this one as well. And I'd like to do a collaboration panel with them. And you should watch Pat Brown's video. Pat Brown's video on this. She is a profiler and has offered her services to the family. Plus, stand on a chair. Reenacting the presentation is impossible without a second party, in my opinion. And your opinion is correct from what I've seen so far. I said I wanted to introduce this one to people today, and then I want to get into it more as something just. I've heard some people, some other true crime creators behind the scenes talking about this one, and they didn't want to touch on it. They asked me, they told me I should. I said, I don't know. Need to take a look at it. And then I see some people are covering it today. So I said, what the heck? We're going to go for it. This is true crime. This is true crime 101, and things don't add up. There is no way possible that the belt could be put around him at the same time as having somebody put over his head. And he wears glasses. And this is going to be a trigger warning for anybody coming in here and watching. It's a total trigger warning. And if you have to step away and you have to step back, you definitely, I understand. And I understand I might not got a lot of views from this video. I understand that. I think it's very, very important for the sake of the 12-year-old child to figure out and get some justice for him. I don't think that a 12-year-old child would do this. I've been told by somebody else that that it happens in 12-year-olds. Well, I need to go look up the statistics. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. No, it was a case of where a person leans for with literature, or where celebrates who died that way. Yeah, thank you for covering this case. Yeah, I want to get into more of it. I want to get the details. I want to break it down like I break down missing people's cases. I definitely wrongful death suit. Hold on one second. I know it's a very sensitive topic. Some people aren't going to be able to be here during this. I wanted to bring out the facts first for a reason on what the police are saying. And now it's time to dig in. So I got what the police are reporting, and the reenactment doesn't make sense. I'm wondering if it could be a breather challenge that he saw on TikTok. I don't know. That's another theory that I had. Was there stuff going on other social media showing how to do this? And I don't know. I was going to look up to see, because it just doesn't make sense. It would be nice to hear all the great things about this 12-year-old that does acts is usually impulsive because of an event or events. Correct. But I don't know. I think was school back in session here? I don't know. To me, it sounds like he had all his schoolwork turned in for the next day already. And he loves school. So why would he do this if he loved school and had everything turned in for the next day already? a lot of things don't add up here. And we're going to see what we can do to get, even if we can get a family member up here, even if we can get a family member on other panels, since I don't have a very big, huge platform here yet, as I continue to grow and continue to do a lot of things here and help missing people's families. This is just as important. We're talking about a 12-year-old here that doesn't have a voice anymore, and we need to figure some things out here. They were moving yet again. There was a lot going on in this child's life. They were moving yet again. I don't know anything about this case. It was brought to my attention. I typed in this thing. I found this. I wanted to find the press conference. I didn't know that there would even be one. And they just got home from vacation. Yes, school work done. Garbage out, cell phone plugged in. Younger sister home as well. X does not equal Z. I agree. That's what I was told. I was told about all the other stuff that was on Facebook. Have not personally seen it. I don't know if it still exists. And if anybody has that information, my email is trueloveitcrime@gmail.com. It was displayed up here. Hold on here 1 second while I get it. Oops, that was the wrong one. Hold on here 1 second. Not my Twitter link. I want my email link. Hold on here 1 second while I grab my email link. Here's my email link. It's trueloveitcrime@gmail.com. If you have any of the old screenshots from the Facebook, any of the other information that you find important for this case, I definitely would like to take a look at it. I definitely would like to see everything as I can see. I know I'm coming into this late, as this was done in April. And I don't know. I'm going to see if I can go back on the web and do some research. This is a case that has a lot of research that's going to be involved in this. I don't know what that case is either, Kelly. I'm going to have to look that one up. I'm going to open up a floor panel to discuss everything tomorrow, or to start discussing, and see once what we can figure out by the community that I have here. I see a lot of you have been following this, or have seen it on other YouTube channels today. It's something I want to collaborate with some other people that like to do research, that understand what's going on. And I have been researching also the Debbie Collier case. That is one that I will probably showcase some other things in as well here eventually. LE kept saying the medical examiner ruled X, but to rule X, it has to be determined by LE or family. So how did they rule anything else out if they only worked off LE? 100%. And in some cases, when a person has made their mind, they are relived and happy. I had a friend who did that and was happy the last week of their life. Previously, she was very unhappy. I don't know. There's a lot of factors that can play into all of this. We need to dig into before he went missing. We need to dig, or before he did this. Whether he did it or not is still in question to me. We need to go back 6 months to a year. We need to see what was going on in their lives. We need to see their transactions. We need to see, pick it apart. And it's nothing against the family, but I need to do my due diligence in this one. It's a research case. See what I can uncover. Hopefully I can uncover some things and use my intelligent, logical thinking here, which I've already started to do in this case. And the way that he was found does not add up. Does not add up to being able to be done by him. And that's where what I'm saying, and that's where I'm going at with this, as it just doesn't make sense. And I need to take a look at it. I like to research. This is going to be a good one to occupy my downtime. In the evenings, I like to do research. I don't watch a lot of other YouTube channels. I don't like the drama. I don't like people that relive stuff that's happened in the past. I like to move on to make the future better. We're going to do this one in the past for a reason. Too many tasks in a short time frame, in my opinion, to be completed by a 12-year-old. His parents have topic security clearance and in charge of a lot of people being LT interesting, that girl. I don't know that. And that girl, if you'd like to, you know how to reach me. If you have information and stuff, I'd surely like to collaborate with you on this one behind scenes and see once what we can come up with. It doesn't make sense. And thank you for having a drama-free zone. Yeah. Well, I see people sending me stuff. I don't have time for it. I got time for new involving cases, old cases like this one that I think got wrongly closed. I have there's a missing person every like minute. There's another missing person in the United States. And if you have a platform to do drama, so be it. You can do what you want. It's your channel. But you should actually think about using your channels to do something good in the world. I see people want to say and do, and I see people talk a lot of talk, but don't do a lot of action. And in this day and age, in this world, you got to do action. If you want to do better in this world, you got to step up to the plate and do action, not to sit here and talk about something that's in the past or some other stupid drama between other people. It's not me. And so be it. If people want to get their entertainment off of that, I'm content with my channel with where it is at. And if people really are into this type of true crime stuff, definitely this is going to be one you want to watch. I mean, use your platforms for good benefits, and just that's where I go with everything is, and I don't have time for the other stuff. I will send you some links, and there is a Facebook group. What happened to Sean? Thank you. I am usually just an observer and a major reader. I know that, girl, but I think with your opinion and some collaboration with me, with some other true crime creators that are very logical and good thinkers, I think we can make a difference, I think, in this one. And I know you're a hell of a researcher. And anybody else that's a great researcher, I do have a Discord. If you want to join my Discord, I do like to do my researching in my Discord. That should drop my Discord link. If that doesn't work, send me an email. But it should drop my Discord here in a minute. If not, my Discord is linked on my, there it is. There's my Discord. So I do research, and I can create a separate room there. My research with that girl is kind of done on the side behind scenes in direct messages on Discord. And I know how to reach her. Thank you. I will send to you on your other one. Cool. Yes, cool. Definitely. And that girl, send me anything and everything. I'd like to collaborate on this one. And I'm going to raise some questions and ask you some questions. And I want you to ask me some questions behind what my thoughts are as well, so we can make it like a critical thinking session, because that's what I like doing. And it just doesn't add up to me. I understand that this officer was handed a thorough report, and it was very well written here, and he did show some pictures, but I need to see the metadata on those pictures. We need to see the metadata on those pictures that were posted on social media at a certain date. I don't know. Maybe the police, they did the metadata, or maybe they were taking them off of the actual Facebook group on that date. Maybe the parents said it was taken on that date, but we need to see the metadata from those dates. We need to see some other things as well in this one. And if you don't know how to reach me, I will be doing research on this one in Discord in a private group. If you want to be added to the research on this one in a Discord thing, just definitely tell me. I have to make the Facebook or the Discord group on this one. If you don't have Discord, I definitely, the AED discharge, when he was found, meaning, in my opinion, he was not in that location for that long. Huh. See, I haven't seen that yet. So I haven't researched yet. I wanted to introduce this one before I saw this press conference, said, let me put it out there. I saw another true crime creator covering it. I've talked to a couple other bigger channels, way bigger than me, going to be covering it. And I'd like to have some intelligent conversations with them on this case and see what we can dig up and see what we can find. This is a sleuth. If you're a true crime sleuth out there, this is, thank you, just some facts. I know. This is some true crime sleuth stuff. If you're a sleuth out there and want to do some digging, I know I have some old sleuths I'm going to contact and see what we can figure out and see what we can get on this one. And I'll be doing I'll be doing it in my Discord, as that's a secure location to do some sleuthing and some other stuff. And we'll see what we can do. This is definitely a sad one. Does not look right, is how I'm going to put it. Just a DLR does not look right. We're going to point out some inconsistencies here. We're going to go down to some speculation on this one. I don't like to do a lot of speculation. I just like to take I'm going to have to do some speculation on this one to obtain in order to prove some facts in this one, because the facts that the sheriff's office gave are not enough facts for me to prove or disprove other evidential stuff that has been brought forward, and that is in the world of social media. So when I say speculation, I'm not saying we're going to be bashing anybody or anything. We're going to have theories, and the theories is no ill intent to anybody. We're just going to have theories, and we're going to take facts and different things of common sense to take and prove those as fact or fiction, and as whether they're factual or if they're going to be speculation. And that's kind of like how they do with leads in law enforcement. They take a lead. A lead is speculation. They speculate on something. They take one bit of information, they speculate on it, and then they try to take facts to say whether or not that's a proven lead or not a proven lead. So speculation does happen. Speculation has to be respectful to the family members as well. And we don't want to bash anybody. We don't want to do anything like that. What we want to do is present factual information and prove or disprove that something is correct or incorrect. And that's how you get to a level. You're amazing. Well, I just do what I can do here. We just have to, the facts are important, but we need to speculate on this one. Just sent you the link to the group. Thank you, Vet Girl. This case has me boggled, so sad. Yeah, it's really, really sad. And this isn't going to take away from helping families of missing people either. I'll be covering those as well as doing this. It's time to step up my game in the true crime world, and I need to cover more than one case. And all my other stuff with missing people is all being taken care of very well. And getting their messages and stuff out there. Vet Girl, I do remember the parents work for the Pentagon, so caution when digging into them. Just a thought. No, I know that. I saw that earlier, so I already understood that one. What I want to do is Vet Girl, I have another case I want you to take a look at. I'll send you the information. I don't want to say it publicly because as I have some other people working on some stuff in that one, I definitely need some new eyes on it. It doesn't make sense what the medical examiner proved in that one too. If you guys are going back to watch the replay of this one, definitely use a trigger warning as I state in the thing. This is just a precious little boy, and parents work for the Pentagon. I caution myself with digging into anybody that works at the Pentagon, and we'll go from there. These are tough topics. Doesn't make sense. A lot of candles there on a cake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it right there. This is the case of See Something, Say Something. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to dig into it. This is a very good true crime case, and we'll see what we can find. Until the next one, hit the thumbs up, share, comment, leave some prayer hands in the comment section of the video. Let's get this video out there a little bit. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your evening, and thank you all for being here.